Let's move on to some breaking news coming in. Now, the producer of actor Vijay's next film, Sarkar, has removed the controversial first look poster from Twitter, which caused a massive controversy. This after the Tamil Nadu Public Health Department issued a notice to the actor, director and producer. The recently released first look poster created a huge controversy as the actor was found posing with a cigarette in his mouth. The notice said that if the poster was not pulled down from the internet, legal action would be taken against them. Let's go across to Pramod, who's joining us right now. Pramod, obviously at this point, the actor and the producer clearly had no other choice but to remove the poster in this case.
Well, absolutely. As you might know, this is a 60-second film of actor Vijay, and he ended up in a controversy during the Mersal movie where he criticized the GST policy of India. And after that, everyone was waiting for his 60-second movie, which was produced by Sun Pictures. And the thing is that Vijay has a mass following of youth who actually take him as an icon, like style icon, and whatever he does, including his hairstyle and dress sensation, they completely follow it. And him holding a black cigarette with a lighter was not completely appreciated by anybody, because it is like a silent kind of understanding between the cinema field and the associates and the environmentalists over here, claiming that everybody should discourage the people from smoking, especially the youth. We should discourage from smoking. And Vijay going ahead and releasing a poster like this where he was holding a cigarette was completely not accepted by anybody in the state. Now, as the health department also issued a notice, we've come to know that the particular image has been removed from the tweet handle of the production house, and which it is considered as a victory to the environmental and activists over the state.
Right, Pramod, obviously this brings up the the ongoing contentious issue about whether or not actors who have this kind of a fan following and a mass appeal should be shown doing things like smoking. But as far as the film itself is concerned, is there expected to be more backlash if he is seen smoking in the film as well?
Well, we can say that Vijay's previous movie, Mersal, did end up in a lot of controversy, especially after BJP started opposing it over certain, words and certain expressions that were seriously criticizing the central government's moves, including GST and other policies. But after that, also the movie was a big hit. Vijay always knows how to take care of his stories and take over. He's a good actor and everything. But at the same time, this is not an art movie where you need to justify certain series. This was just a poster, and it could have easily avoided. For instance, the second poster, he was just holding a laptop and sitting inside a car. Nobody questioned about it. But the first one, holding a cigarette, was definitely very well criticized, because it is not something acceptable by the standards of Tamil Nadu, where people claim that it is not fair to encourage youths to smoking or drinking alcohol. And almost every top stars have agreed to it who have a major fan following. And Vijay going ahead and stumbling upon something like this, it was badly criticized. But right now, it seems like Sun Pictures have understood their mistake and they have removed the poster.
Right, and obviously, Pramod, Vijay would also have been criticized because why in the first place did he agree to allow this kind of a poster to be put up in the first place? He should have taken more responsibility, knowing that this is a contentious issue and knowing the kind of mass following that he has, especially among the younger people.
Well, it's considered as a cool question, and that's the reason people sometimes go ahead and give this kind of ideas. But they have to know that in the state of Tamil Nadu, it is becoming more like a policy issue right now. Yes, it is not written, but everybody has agreed upon it. The first and foremost thing is that Tamil Nadu is completely plagued with drinking alcohol, and that's the reason there are various amounts of protests. At least the younger generation should not fall prey to such drugs. One is alcohol and the other one is completely cigarette, and that's the reason even you could see top stars are avoiding it as much as possible in a script. Unless and until it's completely necessary, they will not go ahead with that. And in this point, it was just a picture of this first poster, or the first, it called that first movies, 60-second movies, first pick, and that picture itself holding something like a cigarette, that was not accepted, because everybody believed that the youth, that is between 13 and 19, they have this habit of following stars like Vijay and Ajit. It's like copycat technology, kind of like an attitude which they did not want to follow, and that's the reason, even though it's considered as a cool quotient, they didn't want him to follow it.
Right. All right. Thanks, Pramod, for getting us those details and that perspective. I'm also being joined on the phone line by Muralidharan, who is an AIADMK supporter. Thank you very much, Ms. Muralidharan, for joining us. What is your view on the way things have played out, especially in this particular case? Actor Vijay there and the producer of the film forced to remove this poster after this particular notice was issued.
It's it's pretty sad. See, what we need to understand, this is fiction, and this is not reality. And I don't think anybody will start smoking because the hero is smoking. It's a picture, you know. It's a poster. It's a poster of a movie which is not even, done. It's just started shooting, or it's halfway through, whatever. It's all not required. And these are like, this is what the actual intolerance means. You know, like people are becoming intolerant. This is started by the PMK, the Patali Makkal Kati, Mr. Anbumani Ramadas. Accidentally, he was the health minister at that point of time in Central Cabinet, and he started the anti-smoking lobby, whatever, all that. And all that is fine. We know the harmfulness of the smoking, etc. But this is too much. This is a movie. This is a fiction. You know, if it's the same thing, if I can quote, it's the same thing what happened to Padmavat or any other movie in the past 1 year. This is all nonsense. I think people should be matured enough to understand what is evil, what is not.
All right, Mr. Muralidharan, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there. I'm afraid I disagree with you there. An actor like Vijay is extremely highly followed by several young people, especially who want to imitate him in what he wears, what he says, what he does. And a poster like this can perhaps cause a lot of people to try and imitate him, whether it is smoking, whether it is imitating him in the way he dresses or what he says. But on that note, we'll move ahead. Now,